Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Sanibonani, igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyazifunde iy'ncwadi ey'bhalwe ngolimi lwethu lwesiZulu bese siza la soxoxa ngazo le y'tori esuke siy'fundile siy'xoxela laba abangenaso isikhathi sokuthi bay'funde nalaba abanqenayo ukufunda. Siyaphinda futhi sibuke ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese siza lana sizoxoxa senzela laba phela abanganalo ithuba lokuthi bawabuke lama-shows. Plus-ke suke siy'khiphela nje isifuthe lesi esiye sibe naso uma ngabe sikade siwabuka lama-shows. The last video engiyipostile was i-review ye-show. So if you want to see ukuthi episode 15 wothando nesithembu uhambe kanjani, watch that video because it's a longer video that gives details of what happened kule episode lena. So please watch that video. Namhlanje ngifuna nje ukukhuluma about the possibility kaMangwabe benomayeni living marriage or living isithembu saka-Mseleku. Which wife is likely to live between the two? And bazohamba ngempela yini noma nje badlala ama-games basabisa laphayana uMseleku? And what would happen if uMseleku ends up with two wives abangasekho emagcekeni akwakhe? Igoli yakhe yale y'ngane lezi eziwu-20 ay'funayo izolokhuza yini, izohlangana yini noma kuzobe ngathi usebuyela emuva-ke? I think the first wife I want to talk about is uMayeni. Yeah, what are the chances zokuthi uMayeni uzohamba uma ngabe uMseleku ethatha number 5? One of the things engizinotisayo kule season is that i-fight kaMayeni against number 5 yehlile. Like, she's not taking a stance abesithatha before as hard as she did before. So maningi ama-possibilities, ama-reasons aloko uma ubuka kahle. One of the reasons is that they know ukuthi i-storyline isika number 5, it's a made-up storyline, it's a scripted storyline, there's no number 5 coming. And nginokususpecta sometimes ukuthi uMacele knows ukuthi that whole thing ka-number 5 into engeke vele yenzeka. I think that's why she's so relaxed about indaba ka-number 5. So there is that possibility that she doesn't feel like she needs to fight that much because indaba ka-number 5 vele is not going to happen. It's just for i-TV show ukuthi bathi kuza number 5. But there's also a possibility yokuthi because this time, because if uzwa about bekhuluma about ukufika kukaMakhumalo kaMseleku nokufika kukaMangwabe kaMseleku, it sounds like umuntu that fought more than anybody ukuthi bangangeni labo makoti abawu-2 bokugcina was uMayeni. And after sebengenile vele i-treatment that they got from uMayeni was not kind because ukhomisile ukuthi vele ubengafuni ukuthi bangene la esithenjini sakaMseleku. And nakhona initially maku-introduce indaba ka-number 5, she was the one vele who had said ukuthi hayi, nina senosala-ke nimzalele uMseleku lezo y'ngane zakhe eziwu-20 athi uyayifuna, mina ney'ngane zami sobe sesingasekho la. But this season loko asikuboni kakhulu noma esakusho, but akasakusho uqine as much as she did before. Mhlawumbe kungenzeka ukuthi because now she has uMangwabe who is fighting the same idea and fighting harder than she is lokhuzana uMayeni. Maybe she doesn't feel like she has to fight as much because ufeel like she's not alone in the fight against number 5. And uMangwabe is the other person okwaziyo ukusho into mengabe engayifuni and akashintshi umqondo. Maybe she feels like uMangwabe is fighting enough for both of them, so she doesn't need to fight yena ulokhuzana uMayeni. Enye into futhi ukuthi if you look at it, uMayeni as much as she has fought ukuthi amakhosikazi amanye angathathwa, but ahlezi ezothathwa amakhosikazi. So walwa vele ukuthi kuthatha uMakhumalo wafika, walwa ngoMangwabe wafika. So kungenzeka ukuthi uMayeni vele at the back of her mind she knows ukuthi no matter how hard she fights ukuthi unkosikazi omunye angafiki, vele mase kufanele afike uyafika. And lento yakho yokuthi uyahamba mhlambe vele into ahlezi esabisa ngayo engenzeki vele, which is why vele uMseleku engasabi kangako ngendaba kalokhuzana kamayeni yokuthi uyahamba. Bese siza ngalana-ke kuMangwabi. UMangwabi, I guess it's the first time for her she's experiencing indaba yokuthi kuzothatha unkosikazi after yena. So uyalanwa yena ulanwa okokuqala. So and kunale promise uMseleku ayeyenzile engingakwazi ngale promise lena ukuthi was it made before uMangwabi angene emshadweni? Was it a condition yokuthi uzoba wokugcina wena, so ngena la esithenjini after wena-ke kuthathwe umuntu, noma wangena esithenjini and then after that the promise was made? Because if it was made before umshado, then it makes sense for her to say ukuthi ngayishada under ama-conditions ukuthi I'm going to be number last. So if I'm not number last anymore, then I am walking out. What wouldn't make sense is that she would get married and then that promise baseyenziwa after, because vele ubesemshadweni where there was a possibility yokuthi unumber 5 athathwe. So mase kuthathwa unumber 5, why is she so upset about it? Is she likely to leave uLokhuzana uMangwabi? Maybe she is, because we have seen uMangwabi ukuthi even ekukhulumeni kwakhe akazwakali njengomuntu onama-long term plans emndenini wakaMseleku. A lot of people have seen ukufunda kwakhe nokuqala kwakhe amabhizinisi as uMangwabi making an exit plan ukuthi ufuna ukuthi azimele financially so that when she walks out of this marriage akwazi ukuthi azimele. Nami lokho ngiyakubona njengokuthi I don't think ukuthi necessarily ubefundela ukuthi aphume emshadweni wakhe. I don't think ukuthi ibhizinisi lakhe ubeliqalela ukuthi aphume emshadweni wakhe, but ufuna ukuthi abe nama-options. Akafuni ukuthi abe kulowa mshado because uphoqelekile. She's depending on her husband financially. So ufuna ukuthi akwazi ukuthi mangabe if isidingo sifika sokuthi kufanele ukuthi aphume kulowa mshado, ufuna ukuthi akwazi ukuthi aphume without worrying about ama-finances akhe uLokhuzana uMangwabi. Into engayiquestiona kakhulu is that why does it seem like uMseleku is not so much worried about uMangwabi leaving the marriage, kodwa ngenkathi kusawumayeni olwayo elwela ukuthi unumber 5 engathathwa, uLokhuzana bekungathi kuyamthusa kakhulu uMseleku ukuthi umayeni athi uzohamba then okukaMangwabi. And leyo nto ingenza ngacabanga ukuthi mhlampe ilento yokuthi umayeni uney'ngane zabafana, and we can't shy away from the fact that uMseleku uyithathela phezulu iy'ngane zabafana than ezamantombazane. So there is a possibility ukuthi umyeni ukuthatha more seriously ukuthi umayeni would leave, because mayehamba uzohamba ney'ngane zakhe zabafana than ukuhamba kukaMangwabi. So ubani phakathi kwalamakhosikazi womabili who are likely to leave? I think ukuthi uMangwabi is likely to leave, but naye angikho 100% sure, because naye I feel like the fact that umayeni naye wake waqinisa ikhanda kanjena kuthathwa amanye amakhosikazi, kodwa uma lawo makhosikazi esethathiwe wahlala, noMangwabi ikhona leyo possibility yokuthi angaliqinisa kanje ikhanda engakathathi unkosikazi kodwa mesethathiwe naye bese eyahlala. Kodwa i-worry yami ngoMangwabi is that it doesn't look like benomyeni wakhe basathandana, it doesn't look like bakhonzene, it doesn't look like they like being around each other. So I would wonder ukuthi if ehlala uhlala ngaliphi if engasekho sothandweni with umyeni wakhe. So I think mangibuka amakhosikazi womabili, because based on the evidence yokuthi umayeni has been in this situation before and she has stayed, and uMangwabi hasn't been in this situation before, so asazi, it's like it's more risky for uMangwabi because she could possibly leave. So mina ngibona ngathi uyena umuntu okufanele ngabe siyathuka ukuthi kungenzeka ashiye isithembu sakaMseleku. I wonder-ke ukuthi then kwenzeka njani-ke esithenjini uma ngabe omunye unkosikazi esehambile? Does it mean ukuthi ngempela lo uzothathwa uzoba unumber 4 ngoba phela unumber 4 uzobe eselokhuzile esehambile? Kusho ukuthi sekuqala phansi yonke into yini in terms of iy'ngane nendaba yey'ngane zabafana? What if futhi naye eyafika ufike uthole iy'ngane zamantombazane, kuzophinda futhi kube nenkinga kuphinde kuthathwe unumber 6 ngoba futhi kuzobe sekunendlu kaMakhumalo engenayo ilokhuzana ingane yomfana, nomunye futhi uMakhumalo ongenzeka afike hlampe angayitholi ilokhuzana ingane. Angazi guys. Nanokuthi lento kaMacele ukuthi amenshine ukuzalisa kukaMseleku ngaphandle. Does it mean ukuthi khona something ayaziyo yini? Ngoba kuke kwaba khona kuma-blogs ukuthi engazi ukuthi unumber 5 kalona ukhulelwe la ekhona. Kungenzeka yini uMacele ukuthi khona into ayaziyo about unumber 5 that the other ones don't know, njengoba bebabuza ukuthi niyothini-ke uma esekhulalisa ngaphandle, niyohamba yini? Hey guys, kuningi esingakudiscussa when it comes to the show, but today I just wanted to think about. I'm excited to hear some comments in that teen when it comes to these two wives. Which one do you think is likely to live? Are they going to live at all, or is just a drama for a TV show? Because we must not forget ukuthi a lot of these fights and arguments are prompted by our producers because bafuna kube ne-drama for the show. So is it real ukuthi vele number 5 years, or it's an issue that they keep pushing ukuthi ivuke ukuze kube naleyo drama for i-show? Angazi, sometimes I'm confused, but there's a lot that is scripted when it comes to the show, but we will discuss it on another video. Thank you so much ukuthi niyibuke ivideo yami. Merry Christmas to all of my viewers, and enjoy isikhathi with your families. Please share my video with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Kulaba abafikayo namhlanje ningakhohlwa ukusubscribe. Nginithanda kakhulu.